Hi guys, I'm Diansu. Before the show begins, if you enjoy this video, subscribe and hit the bell for notifications when I upload new content. Anyways, without further ado, let's get on with the show. Infernal Expansion is a work-in-progress mod that seeks to expand on the parts of the Nether left untouched and dry by the Nether update. Pun may be intended. With an assortment of blocks and 5 mobs, it's definitely going to make the Nether a bit more interesting to travel. Anyways, without further deliberation, let's begin. The Volene is a small hostile mob native to the Nether waste that can be calmed in glowing air quotes dealt by magma cream and fire resist, with the latter causing them to go into a mental frenzy where they will eat anything and everything covered in fire resistance. And yes, that includes other Volenes. Now, for your information and or entertainment, I decided to pit myself against a pack or you could, I don't know, like pod? A group of Volenes, alright? So, without further ado, let's open the floodgates. Weird. Okay. Alright, here's the first one. Now, when it comes to Volenes, they're kind of fast. They can probably catch up to a walking player, but I'd say the average player can outrun them. Oh no. Oh god. Just staring at. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. As you can see, they are, I wouldn't say they're too difficult to deal with. They have a pretty sizable health pool, about like, I'd say 15 health hearts. Now, if you want to see them go crazy over fire resistance, hold up. Let me group them together. Get one. Just throw that into there. And they will now brutally shred each other to pieces. Oh, dear lord. Oh, that is brutal. Oh. Oh, god. Oh, terrible. Oh, I'm just going to put some of these out of their misery. Just, okay. And just take care of that last one. I think they're all gone. And there is a little bit of risk to reward. After all, you know, if you are fighting them on this kind of ledge where, you know, there's a straight drop to lava, there will be pretty risky to fight, but you will get a okayish reward of a few golden nuggets per Volene. Up next is the Warp Beetle, a peaceful resident of the Warped Forest. The Warp Beetle, combat-wise, is actually peaceful, with it teleporting whenever it is hurt. As you can see right there. I'm going to punch this one as well. Now, you see, while it may be fun destroying Warp Beetles, at least to some people, if you're going to destroy Warp Beetles, which is actually useless since they currently drop no items, I'd say you should destroy them now, and by god, you should destroy them well. Because you see, in a future update, the Warp Beetles will have a defender, the Beetle. Alright, next mob. What you're looking at right now is a Streamline, a small creeper-like mob native to the Crimson Forests. Now, the Streamline is neutral, unlike the creeper. However, it, like the creeper, will explode on you if aggravated. Like so. If you punch it, it will approach you, and it will promptly explode. Now, what's notable about this explosion is it doesn't actually damage blocks, but does give you poison, which, while annoying, isn't too much of a danger on its own. But, you see, I'd say the Streamline would definitely be quite dangerous if you pair it with something like a Hoglin, with the Hoglin's, you know, I don't know what the word is, ramming? The aggressive lifting of you, paired with the Streamline's unsavory poison effect. The Streamline will definitely be a new threat that will be, I'd say, quite dangerous to the player if messed with. Alright, next mob. Rising from the dead comes the Inbody, a hated resident of the Soul Sand Valley. The Inbody is not only hostile to the player, but to skeletons, to a certain extent piglins, and yes, even ghasts. So suffice it to say, live life and or living as an Inbody, or is it living? Because they are technically undead. Either way, just being an Inbody is not great. In fact, combatively, Inbodies are actually quite weak. Even in large groups, their only notable, I guess, physical abilities that they're not dragged down by soul sand, and they have decent enough knockback. And as you can see, it takes around one fully charged iron sword hit to take them down. Even in large groups, they're not terrible to deal with. It can be a bit annoying, especially if they get you cornered, but I'd say they're actually quite weak. Actually, I'm pretty sure they're weaker than the Volene even. However, Inbodies will not remain this vulnerable forever. Like the Warp Beetle and their companion mob, the Beetle, the Inbody will come with its own, I guess, support mob, you could say. This support mob being the Charon. Alright, next mob. Last but certainly not least is the Basal Giant. A large neutral mob found deep within the Basal Deltas. We know, I guess you could say 3 things about them that are for sure. They love basalt, they kick magma cubes, and they vary in size, just like those magma cubes they love to kick. Now, one might ask, what is it like to fight a Basal Giant? Well, you don't need to ask anymore, because I, Diansu, am going to show what it is like to fight one of these spindly grey dudes. What are you gonna do? Shank me? Are you gonna kick me? Needless to say, messing with a Basal Giant is certainly not a good choice, especially in this biome, where, you know, the most common things you'll find here are lava pits and horrifying cliffs that lead to equally horrifying jagged rocks. So, I'd say if you're gonna face off against the Basal Giant, tread with caution. This mod offers a wide variety of blocks, most of which are derived from glowstone, dimstone, and dullstone. Sadly, the latter two blocks are inaccessible due to them coming from a currently unadded biome, but tune in if you want to know more about said biome. That aside, your many derivatives of the Luminous Tree are including, but not limited to, glowdust, dimstone bricks, glow torches, and chiseled dullstone. Basal and blackstone have also been given some time in limelight as well, however they only have 4 block options, those block options being crumbling blackstone, basalt silt, blackstone rubble, and the god-awful hybrid that they call glimmering blackstone. As a side note, this mod does add a few paintings, those being 2 Pyronos plotting to commit tax fraud by Les the Artist, Pigman comes to terms with his mortality, also by Les the Artist, and Volene screams to the canvas by Crunchy. Now, when it comes to foliage, you have 2 options as of whenever this video gets uploaded. The mildly painful dull thorns, which if run into, deal a bit of damage and give you the glowing effect, and luminous fungus, a small glowing fungi that will soon be added in a yet-to-be-added biome. Tune in to figure out what biome this is. Now, one might ask, how did I get a hold of some of the information, like, you know, the Cerebral Beetle and the Charm? Well, you see, I'm somewhat involved in the Infernal expansion team. I suggested a mob or 2, and I've made some models. If you want to see those models, look on my Twitter. Well, that's an aside. What you are most likely here for, and what I'm going to assume you're here for, is the yellow mystery biome that I've been teasing that has glowstone in it. Well, you see, it is known as the Glowstone Canyon, home of the flying pestilence that is the Glowsquito. Now, you might ask, what is it like with scrapped features? Well, funny you asked, because you see, the show's gotta come to an end. So, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit the bell. This is your host, Diansu. Out.